Hey everybody, it's Molly with All Ears, and I'm here today with a brand new video. Now today I'm at Hollywood Studios looking for the hardest things to find according to you. We reached out on our social media and asked what are the trickiest things to look for in Hollywood Studios, and I've compiled a list of what I think are the hardest ones. So we've got some hidden Mickey, we've got some cast members, some expensive merchandise, all kinds of fun tips and tricks are coming your way along the video. We did this at Animal Kingdom and it was a blast, so I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's get in there. Here we go. So one of the clues that you left me was, actually this is a very popular one, was to find a cast member named Molly. So I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout all day to see if I can find a cast member with my name, which is very fun. But right now we are headed to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. You may know that the Chinese theater here that houses Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway used to house Great Movie Ride is modeled after Grauman's Chinese theater in actual Hollywood. And much like the real thing, there are handprints outside the theater of celebrities. And someone has asked for me to find people whose first names cumulatively would spell out All Ears. And Margaret, there you go. Oh, or for A, Angela Lansbury. There you go, Mrs. Potts. So now I need two L's. Lauren Bacall, that's one. And let's look for another L. C-3PO and R2-D2, that's cool. Roger Rabbit, Mickey, Minnie, Kermit, Bob Hope. Come on, I need another L. Someone has to have an L name, right? Hulk Hogan. Oh, Audrey Hepburn. There's lots of good A's. Ernie Hudson. Gotta remember you, Ernie, when I get to the E's. Mark Hamill. Rick Moranis. Gotta remember you too. Estelle Getty. Oh. Liza Minnelli. There's our other L. Thank you, Liza. You're fabulous as always. All right, now we got to go find our E again. Good thing we already found Ernie. Where'd he go? We lost Ernie. Oh no. There he is. Ernie Hudson. We need another A. Didn't I find another good A? I think I did. Oh look, here's Louis Gossett. Of course, Louis Gossett. Now that I found it, I don't need it. We need another A. Audrey Hepburn. There we go. That's a good A. And now an R. Okay, I saw one. Where did it go? Rick Moranis. Wayne Zielinski himself. And an S. Saw lots of S's. Oh, Robin Williams would have been a good R too. S. I think I saw one when we first came in, didn't I? Oh, Dick Van Dyke. This doesn't matter for this game, but it matters for my heart. Here we go. Double the S, double the fun. Sylvester Stallone. All right, we did it. That was a fun one. So if you weren't aware, they have all these handprints out here, and it's kind of fun to come look at. You don't have to get in the queue. I'm just kind of wandering about up here and looking. You can come find your hand twin if you'd like to. Quincy did that on the scavenger hunt. I wonder who my hand twin is. Is it Dick Van Dyke? I'd be honored. Only because of my nails. I don't think our actual hands are the right size. Mary Tyler Moore, is she my hand twin? Oh yeah, she's pretty good without the nails. I accept. I'm also kind of looking around because another one of the clues said to find 5 vintage movie posters. And I know they used to be here when it was the Great Movie Ride, but I'm not seeing them now. I know it's now just posters for Mickey and Minnie's, but we got to be on the lookout for that too. Wait, I actually have to go back into the handprints because another one of the ones you suggested was find 3 references to Roger Rabbit, which is a great question. When this park opened, Roger Rabbit was all the rage. This park opened in 1989, and Roger Rabbit was going to have his own land, so there are some nods to Roger Rabbit around here, which is really funny. I'm glad I'm not doing a scavenger hunt right now because I would have actually just like walked away from a clue. So good thing I'm not being competitive right now. Okay, I walked right past it. His big old feet. Roger Rabbit has a footprint or handprint out here. Here it is. Please. Roger Rabbit, May 1st, 1989. That's opening day of Hollywood Studios. Back then it was MGM. But there you go. One nod to Roger Rabbit. I'm scooting over towards Minnie's Dockside Diner because one of the other clues says to find George Bailey. And I love this one because that is a reference to It's a Wonderful Life. And I know where I can find him. Dockside Diner isn't open right now, but it normally serves hot dogs and nachos and some other snacky, lunchy items. But they've got all these crates outside of them that have been mailed there for the ship. And they have nods to vintage and classic movies. Like this one says, Rick Blaine in Casablanca. Of course, that's a Casablanca reference. And one of these, at least it used to, let's hope it still does. Yep, shipped to George Bailey, Bedford Falls, New York. So we found George Bailey. Isn't that a cool one? I love the details around this park like that. And while we're over here, headed towards Hollywood and Vine, there's a few more nods to Roger Rabbit over this way, so we can check that one off too. First of all, if you come over here, turn around, there's a poster with Roger and Jessica and baby Herman. So one of the attractions that was going to exist was going to be a roller coaster, which you might remember from one of the shorts. I don't know why, but Roger Rabbit was going to be a thing. Michael Eisner loved him, so he was like, yeah, let's have a whole Roger Rabbit land. I personally find Roger Rabbit annoying. I'm sorry to be the one to say that, but I didn't love it. I think it's because I watched Roger Rabbit recently for RTT, and I'm just saying that movie would not have been made today. And I'm also just saying, who drew her? Who did this? She's not bad, she's just drawn that way. But my goodness. Anyway, I found the other ones. This is my favorite Roger Rabbit nod. So first of all, you can see Eddie Valiant's office right here. Of course, he's the detective that works to find Roger Rabbit in the film. And then you can see Roger Rabbit was visiting, but he jumped out the window because his silhouette is right next door. So we're done with that one, but that one's a fun one. That's a good detail, especially if you're a Roger Rabbit fan. Please let me know in the comments if you are or not, or if I just alienated everyone by saying it's not my favorite movie. This little corner of the park is turning out to be a a gemstone of details, because here's another cool one. It is here at Peavy's Polar Pipeline. This is where you get like frozen Cokes and stuff. But somebody told me to find the Rocketeers Helmet, and I did. Because it's here at Peavy's. Some nods to the film The Rocketeer. I'm gonna head down Sunset now. I'm gonna look for some vintage movie posters along the way. And Rock and Roller Coaster only has a 45-minute wait. One of the clues said find something orange in the Rock and Roller Coaster queue. I literally have no idea if there's anything orange in the Rock and Roller Coaster queue, but let's go find out. 45-minute wait right now. That feels pretty good. So let's head that way. Also, on the list is a snack themed after an animal. It feels too easy to pick Mickey or Minnie because there's obviously tons of Mickey-shaped things. Pretzels, Mickey bars, cupcakes with Mickey ears on it, stuff. That feels too easy, so I'm going to try and find a snack based on a not a mouse. Coming upon Legends of Hollywood, which is a store where you can get like the dress shop dresses and Dooney & Burke purses and such. I see some vintage movie posters. So, Pinocchio, that's one. I have to find 5. The Art of Skiing is a short, not a full-length film, so I will not count that. But Fantasia and The Three Caballeros, those are full-length films. So we have 3 vintage movie posters so far. Very good. I have no idea where 2 others are, but we're gonna keep our eyes out. I wonder if Anaheim Produce has any snacks based on a character. Mickey bars, we already said those don't count. Popcorn, Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket, but that's a snack based on a vehicle, not a character. So we continue on. I doubt it, but let's look at Hollywood Scoops. They just have ice cream. So I'm not seeing any animal themed snacks, which is a real bummer because I would like some ice cream. Popped into one of the merchandise shops on Sunset because I'm kind of wondering if they will have vintage movie posters as part of their decor. They've got some vintage artwork and photos, but I don't see any movie posters yet. Remember, we've got 3, we need 5. Ooh,
Darby.
I may have just gotten lucky. Inside this shop, there is not 1, but 2 vintage Snow White posters. And we haven't seen Snow White yet, so I'm only going to count 1, but that gives us 4. Lots of vintage photographs in here. This store has a lot of really good apparel, especially men's apparel. They've got like Polo and Tommy Bahama and Nike shirts, fun women's stuff, and lots of ears and lounge flies. So good shop. This is the one across from Sunset Market Ranch. Let's hope we see another vintage poster as we are scooting along to other stores. Maybe there's one actually. There's like an old outside this store. It makes it look like you're going to the movies and you're going to buy your movie ticket and see what. Oh, it's cute, but it's not a full-length film, so I'm not going to count it. It's for the Society Dog Show. Look at Mickey and Pluto, so cute. But that's a short, not a movie, so. But in this cute, this looks like it's an old movie theater. I'm kind of thinking that since the shops on Sunset were successful in finding posters, maybe the shops on Hollywood Boulevard will be able to find some posters too. So let's pop in there quick. On Hollywood, you've got 2 main stores. On the, well, now my right, you've got Mickey's of Hollywood. This is going to be your plush and toys and ears and apparel mostly. And then on this side, you've got Celebrity 5 and Dime. This one's got a lot of the really good kitchen stuff, which I love. This is also connected to the dark room, which is where you can do pins. Tons of old photographs of celebs up top, but no posters yet. Oh, oh, oh. Yes poster. Over here in the corner near the Christmas ornaments, I have found the ultimate in vintage movie posters, Casablanca. Doesn't get any better than that. So that one's done. Yay for us. Let's scoot to Galaxy's Edge. There's a couple things I think could work over there. And maybe I can find a snack based on an animal in Galaxy's Edge. Maybe there's a Basu Citizen with my name. And there's some specific Galaxy's Edge ones. So that's where I'm headed now. There's also one in Toy Story Land. And again, we got to ride a couple attractions. So this is so fun because I love all the details in these parks. I think this is what makes the parks so amazing, is all this immersion to detail that a lot of people just walk right by and never notice, but it's what fully makes it feel like you're in another place. It feels like we're back in time. Hi, Gertie. Look at her, such a beauty. Gertie is actually the first cartoon character ever, Gertie the dinosaur, and that's why she's here in Hollywood. And here's a little bonus detail you can look for. When you get up closer to Gertie, here's a little info about Gertie the dinosaur, and that's what she looked like 1914. Look at her. What a cutie patootie. Hey girl, you look great. Let's see. Here's her bonus fun fact. Gertie footprints. They're not only in the grass right here by where she is standing, but they're over in the concrete over here. I'm gonna keep checking all the snack carts for an animal themed snack, and maybe someone will have my name. Just maybe. No, her name is Rach. She looks very nice, but her name isn't Molly. Maybe someone at Epic Eats. The funnel cake stand will have my name. Epic Eats sells epic funnel cakes that are huge funnel cakes, and then they've got ice cream and toppings on them. You can get a plain one. Okay, that's a gentleman, so his name's probably not Molly. But you can get the Oreo one or the strawberry one. Both are delicious. That's also a gentleman, Ethan. All right, just gonna have to keep looking for someone who shares my namesake. That might be the trickiest one on here. I have met cast members named Molly before, so it's not impossible. I was once a cast member, so it's possible. Wait, is that a loophole? Can I just say myself? No, that feels like a real loophole. As I'm headed to Galaxy's Edge, I was just struck with a thought. Now it's quite busy, it's peak lunchtime now, but Backlot Express used to have an excellent dessert based on an animal, and I know they've gotten some new desserts, so I'm gonna check the mobile menu to see if they still have it. It's one of my favorite desserts, actually. Okay, Backlot Express does in fact have my animal themed treat, but they don't have a window open for about 35 minutes. That's because, like I've said in other videos, it's peak lunchtime right now, so if you want to eat at peak lunchtime, you need to order your food the minute you get in the park. But even still, you're probably going to wait. All these people are waiting to pick up their orders right now, so if you can eat early or late, that is ideal. I am going to go do something else and then come back to get my animal themed treat, which I think you're going to enjoy. We're going back to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I just looked in the app and it's dropped to 40 minutes, which is the lowest I've seen it, so that sounds pretty good. So let's go do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. There's a lot of cast members. I wonder if one of them's named Molly. No, Lauren. Hello. Jess. We're gonna go get in the line at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I'm supposed to point out 5 hidden Mickeys on the ride. And I know there's a lot, but I hope I can capture 5 on film. I did a whole video about how to best navigate Hollywood studios right now. I didn't wait in a line for more than about 35 minutes for anything, including Mickey and Minnie's Smuggler's Run, Tower of Terror. I did not wait in a line at all. Helped plan out your day. We'll link that one for you. But this is one you kind of want to watch because the wait time will fluctuate quite a bit. So you want to watch it and tend to come in the later afternoon. It'll drop pretty significantly. All right, we are really hashtag moving and grooving now. Here's a first hidden Mickey. I don't know if this counts because it's in the queue, but it's a really good one in the light fixture. Isn't that cute? So we'll still look for 5 on the ride, but there's one. Headed to board. Hello. Reading all the name tags. Haven't gotten lucky yet, but we have seen another Mickey. 2 hidden Mickeys. Wow, we're doing great. I know we're in the queue still, but oh, 3. Wow, this is just the queue. I feel good that we can find a bunch on the ride. Okay, wow, there are so many hidden Mickeys on that ride. So we saw 3 in the queue areas before we even got on the ride. And then on the ride, I saw 1 above one of the stands in the carnival shop. Then when you get into the under the sea room, there are some in the coconuts. When Mickey and Minnie fall before they go over the waterfall, their little parachute leaves some air bubbles. Those were Mickeys. Then in the construction street room, the ice cream in the sign is a hidden Mickey. In Daisy's ballet class, there was a hidden Mickey over a frame. And then when the cha-cha starts, all of the lights were hidden Mickeys. And then there were a couple on the Smasher. Also the fireworks. So yeah, that was a ton of hidden Mickeys. There were more, I'm sure I just didn't see them, but wow. What a great attraction. I think it's so fun. I notice new things like a bunch of hidden Mickeys every time I ride it. And I think it's a great family attraction. The little kid in front of me got off and goes, "That was wonderful." And it was really cute. So I love it. I think it's a great family attraction and I think everyone should ride it. So that was a fun one. I really liked that one. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway had a posted 40-minute line on the app, 45 when I got in line, and it ended up being 40 on the dot. So that was great. And now I have moved my Backlot Express order. You can change your arrival window in the app if something else is available. I've moved it back a little bit because I checked the wait times and Rock and Roller Coaster only has a 35-minute wait. So that's definitely the lowest I've seen it. And it seems like a great time to go see if there's something orange in the Rock and Roller Coaster queue.
Like, there's nothing right here. You don't need to go over.
Sometimes you move a lot because you're crossing the street right here, but I do think this is going to take longer than 40 minutes. But once I get over yonder into the official part of the queue, I can start my search for something orange. Okay, bad news. Rock and Roller Coaster's wait time is now posted 60 minutes. The good news, this cast member just walked by and I saw on the end of her name tag as she passed me an LLY. I'm hoping it's a Molly, not a Holly, or a Polly, or a Jolly. That could be someone's name. I'm not here to judge. Okay, I see her. She's the blonde. She looks like she's going up towards the front. Oh my gosh. Hopefully, her name's Molly. That would be awesome. Okay, she's right there at the Disability Access Service and rider swap line. I don't think she'll go anywhere soon. Looks like she just gave this other cast member her break. I'm remembering my attractions days. You usually stay at a position for about an hour before you rotate to another position. So that way you don't get bored standing and doing the same thing all day long. Or you come and give people their breaks or their time to leave. So let's just hope she doesn't get rotated before I get back over that way. It's been about 30 minutes. I'm about to go into the main part of the queue. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Where's she going? Where's she going? No, don't leave. Don't leave. Okay. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me. Is your name Molly? Hi. I'm doing a quest, and one of the things I defined was a cast member with my name, and my name's Molly. So, hi. I just want to say, where are you from?
I'm from Alabama.
Nice to meet you. My husband's from Alabama. That's awesome. Thank you, Molly. That was awesome. Molly, my new friend at Rock and Roller Coasters right there, and she's from Alabama, and she has my name, which is the one I was really scared I wouldn't be able to find in the park. So that's really cool, and could be a fun thing for you to do when you come. You can look for a cast member with your name. So, wow. Okay, and now that we're officially inside the Rock and Roller Coaster queue, we're looking for something orange. Looking for something orange, but first of all, I am performing tonight live in Orlando, the Love Is Forever tour. I'm sorry you guys won't be able to make it, but it's gonna be a really good show. Anyway, oh look, there's something orange right there. In case you're wondering how this happens, it's your magic band. Guess my concert's over. It was that short-lived. But anyway, Meredith, her country music festival, that's an orange. So we found something orange. I'll see if I can find anything else though too. Oh, there's lots of orange on this.
You should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, back, or neck problems,
lots of
motion
orange up in
sickness,
here.
or other
You could
conditions.
even call this the coolest orange thing we're gonna see, which is this orange lava lamp. Also the orange posters in Aerosmith's recording studio. Who knew orange was gonna be such a popular color here, more orange on the posters, at Rock and Roller Coaster at G-Force Records. You're not gonna believe this. I did, in fact, get my favorite roller coaster car, which is the Love in an Elevator song. But at the end, they go, love in a roller coaster. And it's really smart, and it's a clever pun, and it's my favorite one. Besides, Dude Looks Like a Lady, that's another good one. In case you didn't know, all the limos have different soundtracks, so you never know what song you're gonna jam out to on Rock and Roller Coaster. Rock and Roller Coaster took about 45 minutes, which really is not terrible considering it is spring break right now. And it was a posted 60. It was 35 on the app, but a posted 60, so glad it was not a full hour. But that was great. I do love that ride. I think it's so fun, and I actually like it more than Tower of Terror for the ride part. I'm more of a coaster than a drop fan, though Tower of Terror, you can't beat that theming. But anyway, let's go get our snack. So the snack I was gonna get at Backlot Express is the Wookie Cookie, which is the oatmeal cream pie sandwich cookie that is themed after Chewbacca the Wookiee, obviously. But then I started thinking, is a Wookiee really an animal? I mean, probably technically, because like humans are animals, technically. So I asked the AllEars team if a Wookiee was an animal, and I got a very wide array of answers. Morgan said yes. Quincy says she's not sure. And one of our editors said no, because Chewbacca's basically like my friend who just speaks another language, but he's more like a human or an alien than he is an animal. But again, humans are animals. Anyway, this led to a very hilarious debate, and I've decided that the Wookie Cookie will not count as my animal because I don't want people to say I didn't find one, even though this dessert is delicious and you should get a Wookie Cookie oatmeal cream pie. But I have a new idea thanks to my team for the animal-themed snack. Now we are headed into Galaxy's Edge because there are a couple specific Galaxy's Edge questions. All right, we've made it to Galaxy's Edge where I have to find, one of them was to find 10 cool details in Galaxy's Edge. So I'm going to show you those. We also have to find the most expensive and least expensive souvenir in Galaxy's Edge. And again, our snack is here. So let's start with some details and we'll look out for merchandise along the way. All right, I'm going to count the floor, the ground as one detail. But if you look all over Galaxy's Edge, there's different footprints from different creatures. There are droid prints, like these over here, which I was told is a box droid. There are prints from R2-D2 that were actually made using real R2-D2, not these. Again, this is a box droid. There are these footprints, which I believe is the kind of was the creature that Jar Jar Binks rides. A gun rides on this creature. But anyway, look all over Galaxy's Edge and you're going to see cool footprints on the ground from other animals. Over here at Resistance Supply, which is a small little outpost that has a lot of resistance-based merchandise. So I'm going to take a look at this. I actually don't think anything here is going to be the most expensive because I think that's going to be in Doc Ondar's, but we might find something that's the least expensive, like perhaps a patch. Resistance patch is $9.99, so let's remember that. That's pretty inexpensive. Yep, $9.99 for the patches, so that's a good one to keep in mind. Yes, here they are. These like binocular type things are what they use in Star Wars Episode 5 at the beginning to look out on the planet of Hoth. Keychains, we think those could go less. $12.99, $9.99 for this Rise of the Resistance one. And this one's a heavy $12.99. Okay, so $9.99. Oh, wait. Magnets. $9.99. Okay, $9.99 is the least amount of money we've seen so far. Cool detail number 3. If you look on all the trash cans, they all have a serial number, and that is the same serial number from the trash compactor in Episode 4, A New Hope, when our trio gets stuck and they have to call C-3PO, who takes a really long time to turn the trash compactors off. Scooting over to the marketplace for cool thing number 4. Take a look at this water fountain here near the restrooms. And if you wait for a few minutes, a little friend may pop out to say hello. If you look on top of Docking Bay 7, which is the quick service restaurant, you see these 3 crates. They have the numbers 77, 80, and 83 on them. That's because those are the release years for the original Star Wars trilogy. 1977 for A New Hope, 1980 for Empire Strikes Back, and 1983 for Return of the Jedi. We're making our way up towards Doc Ondar's, which is a really cool shop, to find a few more, but I have one on the way. Sorry, we are closed. Ronto Wraps. No Ronto Wraps. Docking Bay 7 does sell the Ronto Wraps, so remember that. But here at Ronto Roasters, you can see that the thing cooking the meat, not only does the droid spin it and make it happen, the actual thing cooking the meat and providing the fire is a pod racing engine like the ones you can see in Star Wars Episode 1. We've made it inside Doc Ondar's. The line only took just a few minutes, so don't let it deter you. But we need to find 4 more cool details, and we are going to do that right now. I know we can find 4 more just in here. Like, for example, hanging above Doc himself, it's the Mandalorian's helmet. So that's 7 cool things. Hello, Doc. You're a pretty cool thing yourself. I would say this counts as 8. Look at all these cool creatures on the wall. You've got a Tauntaun, a Bantha, I want to call that a loth cat, but I'm not 100% sure. A Nexu? Oh, Doc is counting. Hold on. I like when Doc moves. He's a very impressive animatronic that a lot of people forget exists. Hello, Doc. No, this thing's called like a Nex something. It's in the one with Natalie Portman. And I don't 100% know what that bottom one is, but Doc has a nice collection of heads up here. He also has a nice collectible here of the abominable snowman from the claymation cartoons. Bumbles is very nicely and kind of random. You know, I don't really know why they'd put a claymation character inside a Star Wars store, but they did. All right, if you keep looking up, you can also see this gold head of Jar Jar Binks. The Batu citizen said he's not sure why anyone would have made a gold bust of Jar Jar Binks back when he was a senator, because he wasn't great at his job, but that's another cool thing you can look for. In fact, if you were to just look up here for a while, I bet you'd find a million things. And I like Star Wars. I'm not as well versed in Star Wars as I am in, say, Harry Potter, but I bet a real Star Wars fan could find, oh look, there's a bust of Yoda too. All kinds of things in here. And then the other one I'm going to show you in here is a baby Sarlacc. This is what it looks like at the top, gross. And this is what it actually looks like down below. I know that you get to see it in episode 6 when it almost eats our friend Han Solo. But this is a baby one. He says only 3 to 4 years old. They can live up to, the longest recorded one was 1,000 years old. But it takes 100 years to digest their meals, and you'll be alive the whole time because of some of the enzymes. So it really sounds terrible. So I think that's 10, right? That's a lot of details. I actually did a video about all the Easter eggs in Galaxy's Edge, and I went on the attractions in here, and I do a more in-depth tour of some of the Easter eggs, went into the marketplace and everything. So if you're interested in this, we'll link that video for you. But now we're gonna go look at pricey things, because there's some really expensive stuff in this store, like jewelry. Jewelry is always a good place. Anything in a case. There's a Kyber crystal necklace that's $95. This crimson half necklace is $295. So that's the most expensive thing so far, except for this necklace is $2,000. It's designed after the one Leia wears at the end of A New Hope when she gives everyone but Chewbacca a medal, and I don't understand it, and I feel like that's really rude. But this was actually cast from the same mold that made the original one in the movie, which is really, really neat. So that's kind of like a fun detail and an expensive prop. All right, I confirmed that the necklace is the most expensive thing in the shop, so I can only think of one thing that would be more expensive in Galaxy's Edge. We'll go check out and see if it's here. Otherwise, that'll be our most expensive item. And we're gonna head out because there's such a limited capacity in here. I don't want to take up time from someone who wants to go shop and buy some cool stuff.
Wait, find something interesting?
Hello?
I find that interesting.
I find...
Be careful,
okay.
traveler.
Oh, okay. I will. Big fan of your work.
If you're in line for the shop, please make sure you're standing on the line to say please right here.
Another really good one that you can't, another really good detail that you can't actually usually hear, and I don't think my microphone's gonna pick it up, is they do announcements around here for the First Order, and one of them is for shooting practice, because they literally have the worst aim ever. So that one's really funny to me. So listen up when you're around here. If you're wondering, by the way, if I was in the Star Wars universe, I would be a smuggler. I would look out for number 1. I wouldn't be on either side. I'd be like Han Solo. Anyway, okay, so here is what I believe to be the most expensive thing in Galaxy's Edge. It is a full-size replica of Stormtrooper armor. And while there is no longer a price tag right here, I will ask the nice citizens here. So, this could be yours for the low price of 6,600 credits, plus tax and shipping. Now, unfortunately, right this moment, they cannot sell him because of intergalactic shipping, which happens in times like these. But this is the most, well, it was the most expensive thing you could buy in Galaxy's Edge. I guess since he's not for sale right now, the necklace would be the next best. They also used to have a full-size R2-D2 replica that hung out in Droid Depot that you could buy. He was 25,000 credits. Credits are dollars. But he moved to Star Wars Launch Bay, and Launch Bay isn't open right now, but that used to be the most expensive thing you can buy. But for now, we'll say it's the necklace. Or I guess in a little bit, you could buy Stormtrooper armor and be like Barney Stinson. I also want to point out, because it's been too long since I pointed them out, the Bright Suns, the Galaxy's Edge beverage containers. Now I know snacks aren't really souvenirs, but they are $6, which will make them less than a patch or a pin. And obviously if you're going to buy this, you're going to keep it as a souvenir. I keep mine on my desk, and I've seen people turn them into Christmas ornaments and stuff, so technically that could be the least expensive souvenir if you were going to do something like that with it. But now we are headed to Docking Bay 7 because while Ronto Roasters closes early at 3 o'clock, which is where you can get that iconic Ronto Wrap, starting after 3 o'clock, you can get the Ronto Wrap, the classic one, served over at Docking Bay. You can do a mobile order for it, just like anything else, which is what we've done, because a Ronto Wrap is going to be our new snack based on an animal. So, upon my debate with my teammates, we decided that a Ronto is a more convincing animal than a Wookie. In fact, one of our editors said a Wookie would be like eating your friend that speaks another language, but a Ronto would be like eating a pig, because it's like a pig-like creature. We can show you a picture of one right here. So, a Ronto Wrap, which is one of the most delicious snacks at Hollywood Studios, is a snack based on an animal. No one said it had to be a real Earth animal. So let's go get ourselves a Ronto Wrap. There's that 80 crate from earlier being lowered down from the ceiling. But Docking Bay 7 is the quick service restaurant in Galaxy's Edge. They have ribs that are pretty good. Their tip yip is actually their version of chicken, like it's fried chicken, and it comes with either mac and cheese or broccoli. That's pretty good too. But again, we are going for the Ronto Wrap because it's more of a snacky item, even though it's definitely, you know, a meal. It can be a meal, but you could split it and have it as a snack. But it is roasted Ronto pork with a tangy slaw and a peppercorn sauce that I love, and I'm excited to get it here. I've actually never gotten it at Docking Bay. I know they offer it here, obviously, but I always get it at Ronto Roasters, and it's great to know that if you don't eat as early as that restaurant's open, you can still get yourself a Ronto Wrap. Here is my Ronto Wrap. Again, snack based on an animal. Ronto's an animal, a space animal, but an animal nonetheless. So it's got that slaw and then the peppercorn sauce, grilled sausage, grilled pita, and then if you actually get it at Docking Bay, I didn't realize this, you get some little chippies with it. So you've got some house-made chips to go with your Ronto Wrap. So good. Definitely my favorite thing to eat on Batu. I love the grilled pita. I love the grilled sausage. I'm not even a hot dog person, you may know that, but this is so much better and so different. I love that tangy slaw. They do have a breakfast version of this that you can get in the mornings that's got eggs and cheese on it. I really like that one as well. I actually like that one a little bit more. But they also just came out with 2 new plant-based ones, a plant-based breakfast and a plant-based regular. Those are only available at Ronto Roasters. They don't come over to Docking Bay 7, but I tried the plant-based one and it was actually delicious. So if you're a plant-based eater, definitely recommend. I was surprised. I clearly eat meat and I really liked it. So Ronto Wrap, definitely an A+ snack here. Hollywood Studios, definitely something I recommend. If you've got a lot on your eating list, share it with someone. Ooh, and those are good chips too. They taste like Terra chips. They probably are. It says they're house-made, but house-made by who? No, they probably are. But they do remind me of Terra chips if you know what those are. So yeah, Ronto Wrap, definitely a must. What I love about it is it's unique. You're not going to get this somewhere else. I like the tangy slaw. The crunch from the slaw is great. And I love that peppercorn sauce. Just the smallest amount of heat. If you're completely heat averse, maybe skip or ask for no of the peppercorn sauce. I personally should ask for more and then I could dip it in there because I like the little bit of peppery heat coming from that. But really, really unique. A must-have on that too. Hi, Chewy. All right, we are headed out of Galaxy's Edge. There is one more thing on my list, and it is to find a pink carnation, a carnation pink crayon. And that can only be in one land, Toy Story Land, of course. I love how they decorated it with all of the toys and craft supplies and everything because you're in Andy's backyard, but we are on the hunt for a specific carnation pink crayon. One thing I love about Disney is how you transition from land to land. And I love that you go from Galaxy's Edge into Buzz's section of Toy Story Land. So you go from space to space, and the noises and everything seamlessly transition you. Hello! Thank you! So you seamlessly go in here and boom! Now we're in Andy's backyard and everything was great. Crayons. Okay, I know there are some crayons. Also, am I saying crayons weird? That's how I say it, but I know some people say crayons, and I know some people say crowns, but I say crayons. Anyway, I know there are some crayons over by Woody's Lunchbox, but one of my favorite details in this land is that by the restrooms, it's the game of cooties. Get it? Because bathrooms, cooties. This land is just the cutest. You've got Connects making some of the railings, dominoes everywhere, the Green Army Men, more cooties, Tinker Toys. The detail around here is so good. Alright, I'm not seeing any crayons. I'm seeing pencils. Look, he used the pencil with the eraser to make the string lights. Oh, I can't handle it. I know there are also crayons near Toy Story Mania. We're in the Toy Story Mania queue. Hello! So let's go over there, because there could also be some pink, carnation pink. There's, oh my gosh, so the lights are also held up by a bendy straw. This land is so cute. Crayons. We might have to go on Toy Story Mania, or in the queue. I bet we got to go in the Toy Story Mania queue, because I bet they're in the play section inside there. There's all kinds of stuff. Here's some crayons. Oh no, it's Crayola chalk. So cute. Oh, it's just so cute. I cannot even handle it. Like, yeah, the string lights up there literally with big pieces of tape. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go on the ride because I really don't think it's on Slinky Dog. And I really don't want to wait in the Slinky Dog line, which not that long. It only goes to about there, which is probably about a 45-minute or hour long line. But I'd much rather go get in the 20-minute Toy Story Mania line, where I know for sure there's a lot of stuff in there. Crayons. Hello, handsome. I wonder if this person that put in carnation pink crayon actually has seen it, or they just picked their favorite color crayon, and this is truly an impossible task. Okay, we've made it inside. There's a green crayon, so we're on the right track. There's a viewfinder with Disneyland, and then the other viewfinder is Peter Pan, so I love that. But I definitely feel like there's crayons in here. I just hopefully we'll get to see a pink one. I'm anxiously looking for a crayon in the color I want. Not those, that's orange. Because this is the last one on the list, and I'll be so upset if I don't get the last item that you all sent me. There's so much stuff in here. Oh my gosh, and I'm being routed a different way. What if I get routed away from the pink crayon?
Hey, buddy.
I'm being routed into the fast queue. Because Mr. Potato Head's over there. Wait, here's a crayon. Oh my gosh, that's gotta be carnation pink, right? That's gotta be carnation pink. It has to be. It has to be. How am I gonna find out if this is carnation pink or not? Are the Unar cards open on the other side? This has to be carnation pink. Right? I just stuck my phone over and took pictures of it, and it is the carnation pink crayon. Wow. That's awesome. That was a great clue. Thank you to whoever sent that in. That one was so fun. But yeah, there is a carnation pink crayon in here. On the Fast Pass side, you can just see the crayon, but on the regular side, you can see the label. And now we'll play Toy Story Mania as a reward. Wow, okay, Dale was the nicest cast member of all time. He said row 8 was waiting for me. Here we go. Very excited. This ride is so fun, and I love that because it's a game. It's fun every time you ride it because you can always try and beat your score. You can always try and hit new targets. Thank you. Another cool detail. Whoa! Tin Toy was actually one of the first Pixar shorts. Alright, pro tip on Toy Story Mania. Don't waste your time and your effort on the practice rounds. Just practice aiming, aim high, aim low. Don't waste your efforts.
Let's examine their score. Congratulations.
All right. Crushed it. Wow, I did not think we were going to get that carnation pink crayon, but it all worked out, which was amazing. Well, friends, that is a wrap on the hardest things to find in Disney's Hollywood Studios. You sent me 12 amazing different ideas to run around the park and find. I was able to find them all. Really wasn't sure about that pink crayon or the cast member named Molly, but we made it happen. Thank you for sending in your suggestions. Keep a lookout. We'll do this again in other parks. Let us know what you want to find in the comments as well. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net. And until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.